You've got the legal stuff moving. Probate is in motion. Now it's time to face the house itself and the potential of selling it. And let's be honest, sometimes these houses are packed. Sometimes they're falling apart, and sometimes they're just heavy to deal with. If you're standing in the middle of an inherited home thinking, where do I even start? This one's for you. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the real-world steps to prepare an inherited home for sale. Inherited properties can be overwhelming. We're here to slow it down, walk with you through it, and help you get a real solution that works for you. No fluff, no fancy tips, just honest, practical advice from someone who's helped people handle homes in all kinds of shape and in all kinds of emotional weight. Let's take it one piece at a time. I'm Jeremy Schooler, your rebel real estate guy. I am the founder of Kitsap Home Pro, a company that is built different, built on purpose, so that we can help real people navigate what I call the common real estate problem. We don't box you into one option. We help you understand the options. We help you create customized solutions for hard to sell homes and properties. Step one, let's start with safety and access. Make sure the house is safe, secure, and accessible. You might consider changing the locks, especially if others have had the keys in the past. Check for leaks, mold, pests, or electrical hazards. Turn on utilities. If they've been off, it's hard to inspect or clean without power and water. Make sure the insurance is active. That's like your baseline. From there, we're going to move on to cleanup. But getting this baseline helps you spot whether an offer is fair, aggressive, or taking advantage of a tough spot. Number two, let's tackle the cleanout strategically. This is where most people get stuck emotionally. You walk in and it feels like you're sorting someone's life. And in some ways, maybe you are. So here's the mindset shift. You're not disrespecting their memory. You're protecting their legacy. Break it down into three categories: personal keepsakes, photos, documents, donate or sell. These might be items that still have value but don't need to stay. And then the throwaway stuff: broken furniture, expired food, junk mail, worn out stuff. And I would actually suggest working that list backwards. Start by getting rid of the things that don't matter, broken or whatever stuff that's just garbage. Then consider things that may be valuable or that someone might want to use, but you're indifferent about. But don't put too much effort into this part. If there's any question and you're not sure, just keep it for now. Then, after all that is out of the way, now you might want to spend some time considering the items that are truly valuable to you and doing something with those. Some of this may be actually financially valuable. Some of it might just be sentimental. And here's a side note: bring in help if you need it. Maybe there's just a few things that you actually care about and everything else you just don't want to deal with. There's estate cleanout companies, and they exist for good reason. And they're worth every penny if the job is too big for you to handle alone. Number three, only fix what moves the needle. Inherited homes are often outdated, and that's normal. But here's the rule: don't dump a bunch of money into upgrades unless they actually help you sell it faster or for more. You don't need granite countertops or a full remodel. Focus on things that are easy to do. Curb appeal, mow the lawn, trim the shrubs, clear the junk. Light fixtures and bulbs make it feel brighter in the home. Maybe painting, simple neutral tones, clean and fresh. Smells, that's a huge one. If it's an old house, it often might have an old house smell, and that sometimes just equals a low offer. And safety issues or inspection red flags, those things that you just need to address because they're gonna come up in an inspection. Better to deal with those up front. Sometimes the hard part is knowing where the line is. If you're not sure what's worth fixing, get a real estate professional to walk it with you. And by the way, that's what we do at Kitsap Home Pro. You're welcome to give us a call. I'm happy to just have a conversation, perhaps even come meet with you and we can walk through it and I can point out a few things for you. Number four, keep it clean, but not fancy. A lot of people get all caught up on staging, but you don't need to spend thousands to make it pretty. The goal is just neutral, clean, and livable. Remove the clutter. Keep a few pieces of furniture to show some scale, to take the attention off maybe the old walls that could still use a coat of paint or whatever. Open the blinds, get some light in the house. Perhaps open the windows. Clean windows, walls, baseboards. Give it a good once over, but it's an old house, and that's okay. You're selling what it is. You want buyers to see that potential though, not be distracted by the dust and the darkness or the old wallpaper. Getting it cleaned up, that helps sell. Creating confusion though, that doesn't. So getting rid of the confusing clutter and giving it just some light. That's what you want to do. I'll also throw this one in here. A high quality staging company, if you are going down that road, it is worth every penny. They can often work with items that are in the house, but usually they would just prefer the house be empty and they'll make it look great. They can work with just about anything. Number 5, you don't have to do this all alone. I need to say this clearly. If this feels like too much, it's okay to ask for help. Inherited homes are often emotional. They're time consuming sometimes. Often way too much for one person to handle alone, especially if you're dealing with family stress, other life changes, or just the emotional toll of loss. At Kitsap Home Pro, we walk with people through this all the time. This is what we do. Sometimes that means advice. Sometimes that means buying the home as is so you don't have to touch another thing. Sometimes that means helping you list it for sale. Either way, whatever the strategy is, you don't have to go through it alone. There are services to help you through these things. Like I've said before, this is not meant to be a plug for working with me, but I do want to share what I do. This is how I work with sellers. Every time I make an offer, I walk them through it. No pressure, no tricks. I explain how I got there, I show my numbers, and I let them decide. If that offer doesn't make sense for you, I'm gonna tell you. I'd rather earn your trust than your property because real trust leads to real referrals, and that's how I run this business. In the next video, we'll break down the biggest mistakes people make when selling inherited property. Legal mistakes, emotional ones, timing errors, and how to avoid the ones that cost you time, money, or regret. If you've got the house prepared, even if you're still in the middle of it, you'll want to watch the next video before you make any big moves. And look, preparing an inherited home for sale isn't just about sweeping floors and fixing faucets. It's about honoring what matters without getting overwhelmed by what doesn't. You don't have to make it perfect. You just need a clear plan and maybe someone with a steady hand to walk it with you. You don't have to handle the clean out, the repairs, and the pressure alone. Let's talk and I'll help you figure out the best next move for your situation. And lastly, if you found this video or this series helpful, could you help me out by hitting that like and subscribe button? Thanks a lot.